Welcome back to the Farmer Sydney YouTube channel, where we started off as foodies, urban backyard gardeners, outgrew that space, and then went and started raising our food as well. We purchased a 6.5 acre out in Northeast Texas. In this video, we're going to be talking about our experience for the second year with the Poultry Pasture Conference that APPPA hosted in Dallas, Texas this year.
And the reason that we went to that is that last year it had so much information. It really leveled us up. It actually got us to the point where we pushed and got ourselves into 2 stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've been doing good with the 2 stores, actually selling out of some of our products, and we need to level up. And this year they brought their A game.
So this year there was more focus on the marketing aspect of how to market and present your farm through social media. And then also one of the main reasons why we wanted to go to this conference this year was that we wanted to learn how to efficiently and effectively to produce eggs and meat for our farm.
And I was excited that our friend Mike, the Fit Farmer, came as a speaker. We're close with them. Hang on, stay tuned, because he actually has some comments in this video.
Yeah.
So I just went this past week. We have been buying from our local feed mill. They notified me at that pickup that they were no longer going to be doing bagged feed, chicken feed, nothing like that. After March, it's going to be transitioning into just a bulk buy, like tons. And I think that it's just them trying to streamline their business, but they're no longer going to be carrying chicken feed, which is a financial hit. But we just came back from the APPPA conference and learned that their feed wasn't the best for us. We need to level up and start buying in bulk. So Resaca Sun Feed, located in Georgia, we just learned about them. And I heard their name from a few of our friends.
Yes. And so with them, they have different feed from non-GMO to soy, to no corn, no soy, different things, organic, but not certified organic type feed. So it was great to talk with them.
My name is Alyssa Walsh, and my name is Lee Beaver. We work for Resaca Sun Feeds. We're a non-GMO feed mill based out of Resaca, Georgia. I think one of the most unique things about Resaca is that we're not just a feed mill, but we also have a row crop farm where we grow a lot of our own grains and then use those grains in our feed. Mostly pastured poultry, pastured swine, and other classes of livestock. So we do sell some free choice minerals, but feed.
Mostly just feed? Okay.
Yep, non-GMO feed.
So we're actually in the middle of expanding that model, but the best thing to do is you can hit our website. We also have a newsletter out. You can call, on our website is also the main office number, so you can reach out that way as well. But the website, we just revamped it, so it's fantastic, so there's a lot of information on that.
Along with the efficiency of feeding our animals, whether it's with our pasture-raised birds and our pasture-raised sheep and our rabbits, we found that the minerals that with Fertrell, they provide a nice supplement to add with our feed.
And I'm excited to find out that it's with Redmond,
yes,
who we are affiliated with. So check the links below for any discounts on the Redmond products, because we have been getting minerals from Redmond to help our flock.
My name is Rachel. I work for the Fertrell Company, and I am one of the animal nutrition consultants on the team. And so I work directly with farmers and producers to create nutritious rations for the appropriate animal as well as the appropriate life stage for them to help benefit the farmer. And at Fertrell, we make the vitamin and mineral packs that would go into grains to make a complete feed to provide all the vitamins and minerals that the animals need. Our packs also include direct-fed microbials that aid in digestion as well as overall animal health and performance.
I noticed that they had this fancy bucket, and so when I asked about that, I was very shocked to see how much it cost.
Your Huck bucket is going to be an upgraded 5-gallon bucket. It's this nice heavy material. It's got this nice sturdy handle that has nice little finger grips on it. It's not going to fall down while you're trying to carry it. It's got side handles for easy grip. It's got feet for easy pouring, as well as the feet allow airspace underneath, so if you put it on a wet surface, you're not going to get the suction. You can also stack them, and they're not going to get stuck because of that. So it's a really handy dandy upgraded bucket. If you think of it as an investment or a tool and not just a bucket, you know, think about how many times you have to go to Lowe's and buy their $5 buckets, or how often you're throwing out buckets. You're going to be using this for a long time. It's also going to save space in the landfill then, because you're not throwing it out.
And it's food grade and everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and American made.
All right.
But I want that bucket.
Now, along with a lot of talks that go on with the APPPA conference, it's good to see and talk with a lot of the other vendors that was there. And one of our good friend, John Suscovich, was even doing some consulting while being there.
And he's actually the one that motivated us to ever come to an APPPA conference. Some of the other vendors that I was excited or intrigued to see, especially we're in level up mode, and I don't know how far we're going to be leveling up, but there were vendors there that had like huge discounts, bulk buys on egg crates and things like that. And then there were vendors that had like high capacity egg washing machines.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Those are fascinating. Like if you are really invested into egg layers and selling eggs, which I don't think that we're going to go in that direction as of yet, but they had like these machines there that like help you wash the eggs so much faster.
There was one vendor that they help with people, especially whether you're starting out or been in the game for a while, but you don't have your website yet, you're not getting your social media down right. They had a vendor out there to help with that.
Hi, I'm JC.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn.
We are with Grapevine Local Food Marketing. We build websites and do marketing for local food businesses and farms.
Okay.
Yeah.
We also work with nonprofits, government agencies, and food hubs. We also can jump in with people who do already have that established. We are super flexible with people. We can jump in and work with your platform that you already have, or we can build it from scratch for you.
So one keynote speaker that was very impactful was the grass whisperer. And basically what he was saying is he goes and sees a lot of people that say that they're pasture raised this and that. However, when he Googles and searches them on the Google Earth, he noticed that he doesn't see where the animals have been. And in his message was one very key thing that he said was, be better.
And that's really where we come from. Like, we are students. We always see ourselves as students. We always see ourselves as learning more and leveling up. And I did appreciate the message that he had, and also the threat, planting that seed to let you know, like, if you say you're pasture raised, just know your customers can look you up on Google Maps, because as a business they can do that and see, and there is evidence in the fields if you have been pasture raising, and they will know.
Now, there was a lot of first-time attendees at this conference, and there was some folks that we ran into that we met last year, and we wanted to ask them and pick their brains a little bit of what brought them here to the APPPA conference and if they were going to be coming back to it.
My name is Amilicia Price.
I'm Alejandro.
My name is Lucas Price.
And I'm Tatiana Price. We're with 5 Mile Farms in Kansas City, where we practice regenerative agriculture through cows, pigs, chickens, and goats sometimes.
Trying to be around like-minded people and learn from others that are doing similar things or have a desire to improve their farm processes. That's the main reason we come down here, is to be with people that have like-minded goals.
My name's Hunter. This is Skye. So right now we are looking to get into the agriculture space. We want to start our own farm. We're traveling all around the country, and we just got back from Latin America, so we're recording our journeys on YouTube, and you can find us at Skye Hunter, that's S-K-Y-E space Hunter, on YouTube.
So we were traveling Latin America, and we were doing work away so that we could go to different farms and learn different methods. But we wanted a little bit more of a structured learning style, so we found out about this conference, and here we are.
I think being a part of a community that shares knowledge with one another, We just interviewed you, Sydney, and you mentioned finding a mentor, and I think that there's no better place to find a mentor than here. A lot of experts here at this conference. Our minds have been completely blown since day one of coming here. It's day 3, and we're leaving really happy and inspired and encouraged. So
We're looking forward to next year.
So to find out where Hunter and Skye is going to be at on their next nomad journey, go to their YouTube channel. We'll put it in the description down below and follow out where they're going to be at.
My name's Aaron.
My name's AJ.
And we're from California. We're in Northern California. We have a 5-acre farm. The farm's name is 4 Kids in a Farm. We raise pasture poultry, grass-fed lamb, beef, rotationally grazed pork, and duck eggs and chicken eggs. Well, so we've always been inspired by Joel Salatin. Ever since we saw Omnivore's Dilemma, we just were really interested in how he rotationally grazed and seeing the health of his animals. And so when we got a farm, we started raising our own chickens at very small scale, and we've built up every year until this year when, how many did we butcher?
300 plus.
300 plus. And so we knew that there were some gaps in our techniques and our knowledge, and so we wanted to come here and kind of learn from the best. And so far we have learned a ton of things that we are doing wrong on our farm.
Us too, don't worry.
I would love to. The other kids are jealous AJ got to come and they did it, so maybe I'll switch it up next year and bring somebody else.
My name is Mike Dickson, known as the Fit Farmer on YouTube and Instagram and other social media. And coming to the APPPA conference was, well, first of all, this was my first time at this event. And I was invited to be here as a speaker, and as I was becoming more aware of the general audience here, I was like, whoa, these are a group of people that are really serious about taking things to the next level, about not just homesteading, but taking it to the next level of actually making money from your endeavors with poultry, with chickens, with ducks, and other animals that are pasture-raised animals. And with that, I really like how at this event you have people that are raising, some are small growers that are taking it serious. Maybe they're growing 50 to 100, 150 birds. But then you got people who are raising like multiple thousands of birds. But we all come here together to learn from one another, and we're all learning at our various different levels, and it's just building up a whole community of people that are producing food and trying to make a living or extra income with doing so. I would totally come back to this conference again if invited, and if not, just to come to learn as a student, because it's well worth it. Coming to this event, I would say the first day was just on marketing. I was one of the speakers on the day about marketing, but I got the opportunity to listen to others who are all about marketing and social media and all that too. And I learned a lot from them, believe it or not. One of the ones that I learned a lot from was Murray McMurray. They were talking about emails and the importance of that and the frequency of emails and how to do that. And I was just like, yeah, I need to know that. I need to do better at that. And one of the guys today, Troy, just talked about the overall goal of and why and focusing on just being better. That's what we all should do. None of us have really arrived at the perfection of farming. So we're still coming here with humility to learn from one another.
Now, some of these producers were small, just like us, and some were quite large. And we wanted to ask them, what do they feel, who should attend this conference?
Everybody. I mean, we were just talking about laws regarding small producers and pasture poultry. Like, I would love for some of our government leaders to come and just see what we go through, because it is a struggle. Small farms don't have personal lawyers or secretaries or people filling out, like, there's so many forms that we have to fill out. It's insane. And not only do I have an off-farm job, we homeschool and we farm at the same time. There's no way that I have time to look into all the regulations. And I mean, it's just taken us so long to kind of add that information to what we know, and still it feels like we just... So yeah, I would love for our government leaders to come and just like figure out how to relax some of those things so small farms and small families can do this more easily. I think that would be fantastic.
This is not only for big producers. We are not. I've talked to a ton of people here. Some of them have like thousands of chickens and some have hundreds, and anybody can join. You're gonna learn something no matter what.
Somebody with backyard chickens that has 5 chickens or 10 chickens, all the way up to some of these producers that are growing 50,000 broilers. I mean, it's really meant for all sizes.
Now we know Mike has spoken at different conferences and attended different conferences, so we wanted to pick his mind of what he felt, how this conference was compared to other conferences that he's attended to.
Because all the conferences have a different vibe, and this one is definitely different.
Every conference that I've been to is different and unique in its own feel and its own, I would say, features. I wouldn't necessarily say that some have cons, but each of them have their own features. Some have more of like a festival type feeling where they're having more food and it's kind of just like a party. Some are more like a family reunion. This one comes together, I think, one of the first words that came to my mind when I was here at this event was professional. That people are taking this seriously as a profession, that it's about what they do, it's their way of life. It's not just something they do as a hobby. They're not just hobby farmers, but they're professional farmers or professional growers or professional pasture poultry people.
Our good friend Mike, the Fit Farmer, and his family have been somebody that we have been close with the last few years, and something that we share is kind of a little bit confusion. Every time we talk about going to a conference and bettering ourselves just to learn more, we get a lot of feedback from people that kind of give us the feeling that we're spending too much on something like that. And I really love the answer he gives. I absolutely agree with everything that he said.
Some people may look at an event like this and others and think, whoa, look at the price and say, whoa, that's too expensive, I can't afford it. But I actually think that that's a wrong mindset to look at. You can't afford to be more profitable, you can't afford to make more money and afford to gain the knowledge to help you be better. Instead of looking at that, look at it as an investment in you, an investment in the opportunity to gain knowledge that will help you to be more profitable. In some ways, it's like, I can't afford it not to be here. I can't afford to miss out on the information that from the people that are here that are going to help me to make more money, that are going to help me to have better systems, that are going to help me to have better pasture, and that's going to help me to have a better life. So I think sometimes when we're looking at prices for events like this and others, we don't necessarily need to look at it as that's too expensive, but look at it in terms of how can I make it work so that I can get there so that I can be better.
And on that note, something that I feel is important to tell people when I'm talking about the APPPA conference is a lot of people think that it's just for poultry. And I have to tell you, like, all the people I've met there are doing pasture raising way more than poultry. So as a member, you have access to all of these people on a daily basis for any issue that you're having with either raising your chickens, more than that, because they all have experience. Like, there is several in there that are professionally doing this on a high level that can give you insight on what you might need to change. For us, our biggest takeaway has been the feed. I feel, is there a big takeaway for you?
That was the #1 game changer for us. Just how, going through this conference, I've learned that we were feeding our chickens ineffectively and not enough, and at the wrong feed at the wrong time. So we're going to incorporate that in this year's to be more effective with our produce.
And something that we also learned is the type of feed that we were getting, we should have been fermenting it, and we had great results with that for our layers. But the quality of feed that we're gonna be changing over to, it's not necessary, which helps us in making things run a lot more efficiently here so that we can do all the things that we need to do.
And the good thing about this conference was they have this app where you can ask questions and still connect with folks after even the conference have ended. So you can still connect and communicate with other attendees, speakers, and things of that nature. So I don't see why not just try it at least for 1 year. We're going to put the links down below for you to take a look at it.
And next year it's going to be in Texas, but it's not going to be in Texas the year after that, is what I gathered from Bruce.
Yeah, so it seems like they're going to put it somewhere in the southern area. I'm hoping either Georgia, North Carolina, or South Carolina, or even maybe Florida or South Florida.
I'm betting on Florida.
Or maybe even South Cali. Who knows?
I'm betting on Florida.
Now, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you follow along for us. If you like this type of video, give us a thumbs up. Until the next video, let's grow together.